These common publishing mistakes could cost you months of frustration and potentially thousands of dollars in book sales. Many new authors put all of their effort into writing an amazing book, but then they forget to put the same effort into the publishing process and their books go unnoticed by readers. This is incredibly frustrating, but it can be avoided. Today, I'm breaking down the biggest mistakes that new authors make when self-publishing and exactly how to avoid them. Hey there, I'm Amanda. I help new authors take ownership of their publishing journey so they can get their message out into the world without the outdated gatekeepers. And if you're serious about publishing the right way, make sure you hit that subscribe button. This channel is here to help you publish with clarity, confidence, and control, because no author should feel silenced in today's market. So let's talk about the biggest mistakes that new authors make when publishing their books. These mistakes are completely avoidable, but many authors just getting started don't realize how critical these steps are to success. The first mistake that I often see is the one that can cost authors the most in reader trust, and that is skipping professional editing. Even the best writers can't fully edit their own work. We're just too close to the project, and it's too easy to miss mistakes. There are a lot of reasons why new authors skip this step. They don't think they need it, they don't want to spend the time and money, or they feel overwhelmed by the process. But skipping professional editing leads to typos and inconsistencies throughout the book, lack of clarity in the overall message, and ultimately a negative reader experience that can seriously affect the sales of not only that book, but any future books. Instead, it's important to slow down and invest in the right type of editing. Most books need developmental editing, line editing, and the final proofread. Good editing doesn't just fix grammar mistakes. It protects your credibility as an author. If you want further details on the different types of editing, make sure you check out my video. It details all the different types of editing that your book may need and what they're for. Mistake number 2 that I see the most is weak cover design. As much as we don't want to admit it, people absolutely judge books by their covers. We can't help it. It's part of our psychology. Your book cover communicates with your potential reader on a subconscious level, which is why it's so important to get it right. Many authors think the cover is just pretty wrapping for the content of the book and think they can easily do it themselves. But your book cover is actually sending an important message to readers about what's inside your book. And professional cover designers are skilled at this type of communication, using color, font, and genre-specific imaging to entice readers to pick up the book. Ignoring the importance of a good cover design leaves your book looking amateur, and many readers will assume that the content is low quality. It's a subconscious judgment that most readers don't even realize they're making, but it can destroy your sales. Statistically, the difference in click-through rate for a book with a poorly designed cover versus a professionally designed cover is astronomical. To avoid this, either hire a professional designer that's familiar with your genre, or study other books in your genre and learn what it takes to meet industry standards. Remember, a good cover isn't about what the author likes. It's about market alignment. Another huge mistake that I see new authors make is not taking the time to define their ideal reader early. Reading a book should feel like a personal connection. And if you try to write your book for everyone, you're less likely to connect with anyone. Not to mention, most authors don't have unlimited funds to market to the entire world. We have to spend our marketing dollars strategically, and we can only do that if we know who we're trying to reach. Lack of clarity around your ideal reader leads to broad and weak messaging, scattered marketing, and ultimately low sales. But the solution isn't difficult, it just takes some consideration. To find your ideal reader, figure out who would be the best person to pick up your book. Who is going to love it the most? That is the person you want to connect with. Ask yourself, what problem are they trying to solve by picking up a book like yours, and what transformation are they seeking to achieve? Your ideal reader is the person who feels like your book was written just for them. And for a deeper dive into the process of finding your ideal reader, make sure you check out my other video on that exact thing. Mistake number 4 is publishing without a strategic marketing plan. There's no such thing as a book that sells itself. Anyone who says otherwise is either stretching the truth or they somehow won the reader lottery. This is not a viable plan for 99% of authors. Instead, marketing is essential. Many authors feel intimidated by the process of marketing their book and think that they're going to have to spend a lot of time on social media. But that's not actually true. You just need a strategic plan that fits you and your book. Authors who avoid intentional marketing usually find they launch the book and then hear crickets. There are few sales and even fewer reviews because no one even knows that the book exists. In the end, they feel discouraged and stuck. But a good marketing plan doesn't have to be complicated. It starts with knowing your ideal reader and finding ways to connect with them before the book is published. Sometimes this means posting on social media, but more importantly, it means building your email list early and communicating with your readers regularly. It means only paying for ads once you know exactly who they are targeting and why. Marketing doesn't have to be overwhelming if you make a plan ahead of time. Another big mistake I see that can cost authors in sales and confidence is rushing through the publishing process and skipping steps. It's normal to feel excited when you finally finish that manuscript. You worked hard on it, and you want to share it with the world. But getting the writing finished is only half the battle in publishing a successful book. Once the book is written, there's refining, positioning, and marketing to think of. Rushing through these steps only leads to poor quality, low sales, and negative reader experience. Your message deserves intentional delivery. Don't rush through the process. And big mistake number 6 is thinking you have to do everything alone. We often think of self-publishing as solo publishing, but that's not how it's supposed to be. All self-publishing means is that you're managing the publishing process yourself, not that you're doing everything alone. The most successful authors take time to establish a team of professionals to help them through each stage. They hire the right editors, experienced cover designers, talented formatters, and sometimes a marketing team. This may feel like a lot for one person to handle, but gathering a professional team actually reduces stress, lowers risk, and ultimately increases book sales. If this feels overwhelming, consider working with a publishing coach. They can walk you through the process and get you in touch with the right people for your book. There are all kinds of coaches out there who can help you with your book, from writing coaches to marketing professionals to people like me who coach authors through the entire publishing process. Publishing a good book isn't a solo endeavor, and you don't have to do it alone. If you're struggling to know what to do next on your publishing journey, click the link below this video and schedule a free 20-minute clarity call, and we can figure out the next steps together. Also, if you're just getting started on your publishing path, make sure you pick up a free copy of my self-publishing checklist. It details all 5 phases of the publishing process and the necessary steps in each phase. It's available in the download link below this video. Remember, your message and voice matter. The world needs authors who are willing to take ownership of their work and get it into the hands of those who need it most. You have the power to make it happen. I'll see you in the next video. Don't forget to subscribe and happy writing!